Hello and welcome, guys. Um, this is just a video to say good night and that I did finish showering, but guys, look at this. This is that is how my hair fall out. I really want to cut my hair because it's so long, but it's so fragile and it's so broken and it's so thin. But then on the other hand, I also don't want to cut my hair because it took me a very long time to get it where it is now. Many years. Okay. And then this is what I use for the night cream. Nivea Q10. 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 I always close it so that they never mind. I don't know if I have obsessive compulsive disorder or something, but yes, I do have this wild urge. So this urge that if I butter my bread, all the corners right around the bread has to be done. Even if I make a bread for anyone else, all the corners has to be nice and juicy with full of butter. Because I don't like it when you eat the bread and you bite into it. The first bite is always dry because there's no butter on it. Yeah. But if I have it, I don't want to know. Because when you know something, it becomes more of an issue. And then you become negative and less positive in life because you believe that because there's something wrong with you, and then all that negativity tears you apart. So that's why, if there's something wrong with me, I would not like to know it. because it's just one more thing to stress about in a life that's already stressful enough. And especially with me knowing that my doctor sent me to a psychiatrist to check if she said I have severe depression, so she's going to send me to a psychiatrist. So yeah, I don't know. When I went there, but then I left before I saw the psychiatrist. So yeah, I don't actually know. But yeah, I think anyone would not have wanted to live in my situation and my environment. It's not that I did have severe depression because I wanted to have it. I had severe depression because of my surroundings. That's what I personally think. I really don't want to go on any medication anymore because look at my hair, it's already falling out so much, and I truly think that it's the methadone or immune system reaction, allergy, something. It's also food. If I eat food, I get an allergic reaction right after I eat the food. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. As soon as I go to hospital, when I feel like it. When I gather enough strength to go and sit there the whole day and come home with no results and a few Benados. I lost my ID now, so I have like 500 rand to go and make a new ID, and I have to go to the police station to make an affidavit to get an ID and a new bank account. So, but I thought of using that 500 rand and not doing the ID and also not doing my bank account and just go and see a private doctor. Because to go to the government hospital, it's no use. That's why I self-medicate. If the government was so good, then they would have helped me when I was 18 years old and just begged them for a rehab. They never helped me. So I had to go through all of that shit to get where I am now. And yeah, that's why I don't go to hospital, because they only give you a few pain tablets, like Benadu self-medicate tablets that you can buy over the counter. This hair is falling out so badly. Okay. See, it's like this. So, you can see it's dirty because it's like this. But I still fold it up. So that's how they know. Because if it was clean, it would be the right way around and fold it up. And this is dirty, so it's the wrong way around and fold it up. And then I have my 3 brushes. The big one, the small one, and then this one. This is to make my hair feel so soft and keeps it in place, especially because it curls. Hello, Siba. Hello, Siba. Hello. I'm documenting my hair loss so that I can monitor it and see what's going on. Because I don't think it's normal to shed so many hairs. Because you're supposed to shed like 50 to 100 hairs per day, not 1,000. It looks like more than 100 hairs. They're falling like if I had been poisoned or something like that. Can I clean my hairbrush every day? It's never full of hair. It's always clean. It's actually very long. But it's only lip short because it goes. Okay, let's comb it through into the hair. Ow, ow. Gee, don't want to stop. It's bigger than that. Guys, I'm officially gonna be bald one day. Look at that. So yes guys, like I said, I don't use a lot of fancy tralala toiletries and stuff. I just use what is necessary. And yeah, I'm fine with that. If I really want to spoil myself, I put bubble bath, bath salt, and those type of things. Um, yeah, sometimes people like to buy things that are not really necessary just because they can, just because they want to. But yeah, even if I do like toiletries. I've got a whole plastic bag full of them, but not while I'm sick. When I'm sick, I just do the basic and keep it simple because my body needs to heal and my mind cannot overthink or overwork. So yeah, and everything has to be done in a certain way. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys that I'm gonna be bald soon during my recovery. Um, so I just wanted to say that you guys should all just cut me a little bit of your hair and then make me a wig. So when I get, by the time I get bald, you'll be done with the wig. And then you can just send that to me, please. Thank you. I'll appreciate that. Bye, guys. Enjoy your night. And thanks for watching my videos and my recovery and being a support for me and giving me a responsibility, and that's to make these videos so you can see what's going on when you recover. You will have a handful of hair, and that won't be all. Look at that. Where's the Chinese lady so that I can sell it to them so that they can use it for extensions? Bye.